Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Tato, back again with recipes that make you wanna cook. On today's video, I'm gonna show you how to make steamed bread and take it to a whole new other level. Let's get into it. Let's get started, guys, and as usual I will leave all the ingredients in the description box down below. So we're gonna get started with our ingredients, and we need 6 cups of sifted flour, a third of a cup of sugar. We're gonna need feta cheese, 125 grams of melted butter, 2.5 cups of warm water, a handful of fresh parsley that I just finely chopped. We're gonna need red, yellow, and green bell peppers, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 packet of instant yeast. Now we're gonna get started with our dough, and to my flour I'm gonna add my sugar, my salt, my parsley, and my yeast. Then I'm gonna mix that through together, and then I'm gonna add my butter and massage it in. Don't worry about the lumps that form when you add the butter, because your hands are warm. When you knead the dough, the butter will melt away. Then I'm gonna add my 2.5 cups of warm water and form my dough. This time I'm not gonna ferment the yeast in a separate bowl, because variety there's a thousand ways to kill a cat. So, and this is just another way of making your dough. Now I'm gonna add my butter, I'm just gonna mix my butter through. Because I had melted it beforehand and let it cool down, it just separates, so I want it to be one thing again. So I am all gonna add it to the flour and mix it through, then add my water and start kneading the dough. Now this is where the real work comes in, because you have to knead your dough until it has a smooth consistency for about 6 to 8 minutes. And I'm just gonna knead my dough inside the bowl because cleanup purposes. If you don't mind doing it on the surface, please do so. Just remember to add a little bit of flour, or you don't need a flour. Just knead your dough on the countertop until it doesn't stick to it anymore. Then you know your dough is super ready. Then we're gonna smear some oil into the bowl so that when the dough rises, it doesn't stick and it's easier to remove from the bowl. Then we're gonna put it outside. It was a very sunny day, so I just put it in the sun, and for about 45 minutes to an hour it was ready. Okay, my dough is ready. I'm just gonna spear some oil and cover it and let it rise. But if you're pressed for time, what the other thing that you can do is put your microwave on for 1 minute with nothing in it. Let the heat circulate through, then put your dough inside the microwave, and I swear in 20 to 30 minutes, the least 20 minutes, your dough will be done. That is the quickest way of getting your dough to rise. Here is my dough after about 45 minutes to an hour. It is all puffy, it's very soft, it's, oh my gosh, it's satisfying. Now I'm just gonna knock it down and put it together, and we are gonna layer everything together. Okay guys, if you're still watching at this time, please do leave a comment down below. Have you tried steamed bread in different ways, or do you always just do it plain simple way? Let me leave a comment down below and let me know what experience have you done with bread in particular, or steamed bread. Do you just like it as ujeqe, or you like some private school shandies? Let me know in the comments down below. Let's have a conversation. Like the video, guys, please like and share so that we can grow the family. Now initially I took a pan just to try to layer out the dough uniformly, because I wanted the sides to be even, but I found that when I did that, the dough was too thick, so I didn't want it to be too thick. I wanted the layers to be nice and flat and even, so I just decided to roll it out on my countertop. Now I'm gonna add my mixed bell peppers. Guys, this is a really fun dish. Then I'm gonna add my feta cheese. I'm just gonna show you guys which feta cheese I got the one with the black peppercorns, just for variety purposes. And now I'm just gonna roll my dough. This is the fun part, guys. When you look at the bread outside, it looks plain, it looks boring, but when you cut into it, baby, oh, the satisfaction, I swear. So just be careful when you're rolling it out, because you don't want it to tear. And when you're rolling out, just make sure to tuck in the sides, because some of the red bell peppers will try to sneak out of there, but tuck them in and press it inside there just to secure your sides. Okay, now I'm gonna take my bread pan, guys. My bread pan is huge. I'm gonna take my non-stick spray and spray so that it's easier to remove the bread from the tin. If you have smaller tins, you can portion out the dough, to the right sizes that you have. So for me, I just portioned out the dough in 2 parts, and I was able to make, this can be able to make 2 bread loaves about this size. So I'm just gonna press it in, and then I'm gonna leave it on the counter to rise again for the second time for about 5 to 8 minutes the least. If you stretch the time, about 10 minutes. But don't let it over rise, guys. Just half of the way, just like this, then it's fine. Make sure to cover it with something, because if you let it sit just like that, then it's gonna dry out. So I think that the last time I didn't thoroughly show you guys how to steam bread in the oven step by step. So first you take a deep pan like this. If you have a deep pan, great. Then I'm gonna put my bread tin inside the pan, and then I'm gonna add hot boiling water, because I want it to be boiling, because when you put it in the oven, we want it to continue with the boil and create that steam. Then I'm gonna take my foil and cover my pan. I want to cover it in a way that it gives room for the dough to rise. So make sure it has a dome like that on top. But also, I was so satisfied with the outcome of this dough that didn't rise. I thought that it was gonna give that dome effect like normal bread, but it didn't, guys. It was so satisfying. Like, oh my gosh, I was so satisfied with this. And to top it off, it's a flat top. What else can you ask for? Now let's cut into it, guys. Moment of truth, guys. Please subscribe and like I deserve it. Can you just look at that? You cannot tell me that it's not satisfying, guys. You can just add a little bit more peppers. You can also play around with the ingredients and add absolutely whatever you like. Let's take a test. Woo! soft. Okay, soft. Now I just wanted to show you guys the difference between when you add melted butter and when you knead the butter after you've developed your gluten in your dough. I'm sorry, in your dough. Just try the first recipe, guys, that I gave you, and you see the cotton kind of texture. It's not very bready. I don't know if that's the word, but it's very cotton. It's soft. And you compared to the texture of this, it's more like normal bread. You know, the air bubbles, the air holes in the bread. Yeah, so that is I want also to show you the difference between when you add the butter after you've kneaded your dough and when you add melted butter before you've developed any gluten. So I'm just showing you a variety of what you can do here. Here I'm just gonna make buns. I just roll out. Now I'm gonna cut it into little portions. Now this is just a variety if you want to do something different. You don't necessarily want to make steamed bread. And these buns came out nicely, but the mistake that I did is after I put them in the pan, I forgot to let them rise for the second time, so that when you put them in the oven and they come out, they're soft. So mine were a little bit hard, but they were still delicious and soft inside. So don't forget that step. After you put them in the pan, let them rise again 5 to 8 minutes, the least 10 minutes, and after that they're good to go into the oven. So just be careful when you are putting them in the pan, because it is a messy job, but it's so satisfying. So if you're still watching at this time, guys, just give me love. You want to. You love it. I mean, you wouldn't be watching until this time if you didn't enjoy the video. So give a sister a comment down below, give a sister a like, and support my channel. My goal one day is to reach 1 million subscribers, and yes, it is achievable and it's possible, and I cannot do that without you guys. So please, 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 press it, honey. Press that subscribe button and like. Now, I didn't prefer doing this, but by all means, guys, if you have milk, brush your buns with milk. I don't like an egg. I feel like it doesn't come out as pretty, as soft. Just add milk. There you go, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and like, and I will see you on the next one. I hope you try this recipe.